repair we're going to do is one that everybody asks about, and that's a cross grain repair. A lot of the repairs that we show are with the grain. Those are fairly simple to repair. I like to think that a cross grain repair is just as simple. So we're going to go ahead and in this area here we're going to make a cut with the knife, and we'll make a cross grain scratch or defect to repair. That cut. Alright. Okay. So we have a nice deep gouge, cross grain, and a lot of people find this difficult to repair because it is cross grain. But if you think about it, what we're going to do is we're going to fill it in the normal manner with the burn-in, and where the ease of this repair, in my opinion, comes in is what we want to do is duplicate these grain lines, and so we want to use short grain lines. Another critical thing is let's keep the repair, it's not get it larger than it is. So we have this repair. I'm going to go ahead and burn in on it. Again, I'm going to melt the material onto the blade of the knife, and I'm going to drip it carefully into the defect. I'm going to use the tip of the knife to drag the material along, and I want to make sure that it's completely filled. We'll let that cool just a second. We're going to come back with the burn-in lube. We're going to put around the surrounding area. And we'll come back and level that. Now, going cross grain is really not a problem. In fact, when I teach people that are not real experienced with burn-in, a lot of times I recommend they go across grain. And the reason for that is if you're going across grain and you hesitate and stop, the knife will burn the finish, but it'll be with the grain, and it's a little bit easier to take care of a with the grain damage than it is cross grain. But with this cross grain damage, I think we're going to see that it's fairly simple to repair. So we're going to take and level this repair. A lot of times the direction of the damage actually dictates which way we go with the knife. Okay, I'm checking that for level. It seems to be pretty level. Again, I'm going to take some 600 grit sandpaper, just a small piece, and we're going to sand this area very lightly and briefly. Don't need to sand a lot. That's plenty of sanding. The way to check to see if we're level is actually turn your head away, and if you can feel or locate the defect with your finger, it's not level. So if it feels good, it's nice and level, then we can go on to the graining portion. On this particular repair, we're going to use a graining pin because it has a nice sharp point. It allows me to put down a very precise grain line. We're going to start at one end of the repair here, and we have this strong grain coming through here. We're going to come in and just put down a couple of little fine grain lines. You'll see how that breaks up that line where it really makes it difficult to see the repair. We'll just move over, looking at the individual grain lines and mimicking those. I don't go a long ways outside of the repair field. I'm trying just to do the repair field itself. Key to this repair is we chose a color that's very close to the background color. That's the lightest color we see. And we'll come in and put those lines. And that takes care of a cross grain repair. We'd come back with a clear coat and put over the top of it, and that would lock in our color and finish the repair.